Spent 3 days selling cards at the San Francisco Card Convention. I'll give my current observations on the market. As long as you aren't competing with repackers for cards to buy, the market appears to be really strong. There are two sports card dealers that are caught up in two separate scams. One group breaker hasn't shipped out over 300 packages, and he stole $1,200 from a fantasy football league he was running. What should happen to this group breaker gone bad?
Brandon Cooks.
And a Florida card shop owner is accused of stealing $741 worth of cards from a local Walmart. But why am I prepared to be his defense attorney today?
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
We'll get into those wild stories and much more on this edition of Sports Card Radio.
$2 a pack. That's like, what, $72 worth right here? I'm throwing it in. I'm going to keep the price $39.99. Because I'm freaking nuts. That's why. $39.99. You think I'm done? You think I'm even attempting to be done? You ready for this?
Okay, let's start with the scammers. A seller by the name of Hive Cards, who also breaks cards under the name Single Digit Breaks, is believed to have not shipped out more than 300 packages dating back to last year. Yep. He said in a now deleted tweet that most of the packages are from the Single Digit Breaks business. He says the reason why he didn't ship out the packages was because he needed to pay his rent. After being exposed for not shipping the items, Hive Cards claimed he was selling his Twitter account and it would allow him to cover the shipping cost for everyone.
Card porn.
But some customers who are owed cards got a DM from Hive Cards that said in order to get the cards they purchased, you would have to pay an additional $4. In addition to the 300 packages he has not sent out, Hive's Cards also stole $1,200 worth of money from a fantasy football league where he was the commissioner and never paid out the winner of the league. It's believed that Hive's Cards' real name is Billy McRae, a college student who also plays on the school's basketball team. After getting caught in his latest scam, he says he is leaving the hobby for good and hasn't enjoyed it for over a year.
Vibes.
Most of the transactions took place over Twitter, which has no formal marketplace. He also used Venmo a lot as a way to collect payment, so getting the money back could be difficult for the 300 plus that are owed cards.
Suing.
I typically only use established marketplaces when shopping for cards online. You could also use PayPal goods and services to try and protect yourself, but I don't like shopping that way. Billy is a young guy. It was quite a bit of money for him to have as a college student and expect for something to not go wrong. The hobby has had a lot of new people come into this space in the last couple of years.
Boba Shack.
It's hard to know who is trustworthy and who is not. Leave me a comment with someone you buy cards from online that you are confident won't leave you high and dry, like Hive's Cards did.
A 20 spot? Are you kidding? You drink the kind of vodka I drink, that's one drink. That's a martini. What does that do? It goes in, it comes out.
A Florida card shop owner was arrested after it was discovered he went into a Walmart on January 26th and did not scan all the items in his cart at the self-checkout. Yep. The Walmart employee said that Foster scanned 10 items with a scanner, but then did not scan the remaining 20 more items. Yep. The grand total of the items taken without paying was about $751. The shop owner is Matthew Foster, who honestly, I kind of like this guy. I like his Instagram content. He reminds me of some guys I went to school with out in Stockton. If you go to his Instagram account, you'll find that his latest video includes music from the TV show Cops, which I found to be an amazing touch. If I'm Matthew's defense attorney, first of all, maybe he had just one too many puffs on the joint or one too many whiffs of Kurt's Card Care and forgot to ring up the remaining 20 items. Shoot, if Matthew was in California, he could just load up his cart and not pay for anything and just walk right out the door. Maybe Matthew is innocent. Maybe he made a mistake. He's welcome to come on Sports Card Radio and talk about it. The market for sports cards is still hot. I was set up at the San Francisco Card Convention this past weekend, and I sold a few $1,000s worth of cards. Selling in person really isn't my specialty. I don't do that great with the cards I sell in person, but I more than make up with it for the cards I sell online. We'll get into some of those sales in a minute. But for the broader market, half of the card ladder indexes are up year to date. That's a good sign. I wouldn't worry about impending doom with Ohtani and the betting scandal. Unless you're overly exposed to him and have some of his bigger cards, Ohtani could go to jail tomorrow, and it won't impact the trading card market really at all. You guys will just pick some other golden boy to fall in love with and start the process all over again.
Buy Ja Morant cards.
It's probably good that some of the shine got taken off of Ohtani. When people start comparing guys to Babe Ruth, it's time to tone down the hype machine just a little bit, in my opinion.
I am a buy on Trae Young.
I have done really well selling cards online lately. I made over $300 selling this Michael Jordan card I bought on Check Out My Cards and flipped it for a profit after grading it. I've turned around and spent about $700 of that money. I mainly buy portfolios on Check Out My Cards where you can buy every card in somebody's account. I find that to be the best way I can get deals on the website. I bought the Jordan card in a portfolio, for example, for $850, I think. One way to get around the slow shipping at Check Out My Cards right now that everybody is talking about is don't ship cards to yourself. Buy and resell cards that are already on there. Take the money and buy on sites that ship faster if you need to fondle your cards. You should be using many sites if you buy and sell sports cards.
Star Stock.
Believe it or not, this is one of the easiest flips I've had in a long time, where these junk wax 1987
FLEER
baseball factory complete sets. I sold all 10 of these on eBay in less than 30 days for $50 each. Ended up making over $100 on this lot. Cards I bought recently that I'm going to keep. This 2020 Mosaic Panini Gold John Elway 2 of 10 PSA 10 Gem Mint. Anything Panini Gold I'm buying and I'm keeping. Bought this 2020 Panini Crown Royale Max Christie die cut rookie 2 of 10. Easy decision. I like Max. I love the Lakers. It's gold. It's a keeper. And I bought this Will Greer Contenders autograph for $7 on eBay. Combined shipping, that's like $8 landed at my door. Hard to beat that. Didn't you see lately our boy Will just signed up with a new team? Hard to beat the live stream we're going to have on Thursday. So please join us. 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We will talk on everybody in this industry, and we expect to see you there.
FLEER.